Hey guys, I'm Seattle Spidey, and this is essentially my reaction to the early screening I got of Justice League. Be sure to subscribe. I'm sure I'll have more videos coming out eventually of whatever. Um, Start off, a lot of the things like people were worried about Justice League, like with all the rumors and such, with Joss Whedon coming in and it being a complete mess. Don't worry about it. The movie was solid. Um, Between Wheaton and Snyder, it was kind of hard to tell who did what in the movie. Although you can definitely tell that certain moments were Wheaton because like Wheaton has that distinct humor about him. What else? A lot of the characters they just work so well together. I was just smiling nonstop. It was just stupid fun. One of the best character interactions, honestly, was Flash with just about anyone. Flash was hilarious. He was honestly like almost my favorite character, and I'm a huge Green Lantern fan, but Flash almost stole that entire movie for me. Um, if you like the Flash, you're gonna love the movie. Like they do a lot of classic Flash stuff in here, and even though he looks aesthetically completely different than most Flashes that we've had, he is definitely Barry Allen. Granted, he's like younger than Grant Gustin's CW Flash, but he's still definitely the Flash. Um, they do give us a little bit like background in like for like the Flash movie coming up with his dad being in prison. I thought it was exciting for Snyder to bring back more Watchmen with Doctor Manhattan playing Barry's dad. Um, let's see, Wonder Woman. Uh, being Wonder Woman. Like she's awesome. Gal Gadot fucking knocked it out of the park again. She in this movie she was kind of like I would guess I would say like the big sister to everyone. She wasn't necessarily like the leader, but she was like the big sister, like the glue that held the team together. Um, Normally that would be like Superman's role, but for the sake of the movie, he's not around for the a portion of it. I'll say. Um, let's see who else. Aquaman. He was hysterical. Like in BVS, Batman was the like dark brooding like serious type, but because Batman was essentially bringing the team together with Wonder Woman, he wasn't the dark and brooding serious type as much, and that gave Aquaman a big chance to shine because he was a complete badass in this movie. Um, they balanced him being a badass and absolutely funny great. Like he felt like a bro, but he felt like your bro that could definitely like murder you if you wanted to. Batman, like I said, he was definitely dark and super serious in BVS, and granted, it felt like like watching him fight was like an Arkham Knight game, but this one they definitely reeled it back a little bit. He was calmer, I guess. Like he cracked jokes, which was weird. But you definitely felt more of his like humanity, I guess. He was definitely more of a detective than he was in BVS, which was a nice change because that was just a hot mess. Um, but yeah, he was surprisingly really funny. Like I don't view Batman as like a funny character, but I think they balanced it well. He was still distinctively Batman, but he was funny. Most of the characters, like granted, they had their funny moments, but it was mostly kind of serious. Um, like Henry Cavill said, it's a serious movie with humor sprinkled throughout. I'm gonna have to agree with that. I don't really think it can be put any other way. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie, but it depending like depending on how much you enjoy watching these characters interact will depend on how much you enjoy the movie. Because like I guess DC's still trying to figure out how to structure a movie, so like the pacing's a little weird, and it's it's a little off at points, but the characters interacting and just how they go through like finding each of the characters and what they bring to the team definitely holds this movie together. I can just watch them be themselves in a little group for all day, honestly. Like they were genuinely just enjoyable to watch. There was not a whole lot of time where I wasn't just sitting there with a stupid look on my face smiling. If you were worried about this movie after watching like BVS or Suicide Squad, it is nothing like those dumpster fires. I think I enjoyed this movie far better than Wonder Woman, and that's kind of like it's hard to compare them because they're two very different movies, but I think this is the best DCEU movie out there, like hands down. Um, like when the inclusion of like Danny Elfman and Wheaton definitely brought this movie together. It was honestly like spectacular. My only real gripe with this movie was kind of the pacing. Like Warner Brothers like demanded it be under 2 hours for whatever reason. So like some parts are like they felt a little rushed and like the characters didn't have enough time to breathe or whatever. But overall, I'd say it was a solid movie. Superman, if you are a Superman fan, this is where you finally get your Superman. I can't really go into specifics just yet, but you finally get your Superman. He was like my second favorite character, and I absolutely adored the shit out of Henry Cavill in this movie. Um, they didn't really end it in the way Marvel usually does, where it's like they're like setting up like a big like string of events or movies, like at the end of Avengers where they showed Thanos and sets up phases 2, 3, 4, 8, 3. We don't get that. They left it pretty open, and I'm excited because like they're not painted in a corner. They don't really have to force themselves into do anything. Because when DC, if they're like hit and miss, I'd rather them take their time, do something solid. Um, what's the next one? I think Aquaman comes out about this time next year. Um, hopefully, with everyone seeing Justice League and liking it, which I hope they all do, we'll start to get more DC movies, maybe 2, maybe 3 a year. That would be dope. Overall, I'd have to give this movie like a 9 out of 10. That's just my opinion. Comes out a couple days from now. I'm recording this Sunday. Comes out Thursday. Probably my next video will come out probably Thursday, and I'll have a complete review of it. I'll talk about all the Easter eggs I found, the post-credit scenes, which there are 2, and definitely stay till the very end because that last one will get you hyped. I'm Seattle Spidey, and have a day.